Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to really lock down the direction of a channel. I'm not so much talking about the content itself, but more the ethos that guides the channel. Of course, like any channel, my first goal is to entertain you, but there's always more to it than that. I love channels that play, and I love channels that analyze, and I love channels that do both. While I've got you here, my goal is to think about these games in ways that are special to me. Not just the big tentpole mechanics like, say, the design of boss battles, but the way this medium uses its unique style to affect things like narrative and art design. And I believe analysis doesn't have to be tied at the hip with cynicism. In fact, I'd argue it shouldn't be. As fans of entertainment media and as creators of it, I'd argue that we're at our best when we're enjoying ourselves. And all that really means is we haven't fallen out of love with the ability for these things to take us to worlds beyond the world. We haven't lost that gut reaction of wow when we experience a really fantastical set piece, just as we haven't lost the ability to resonate with characters as they reach an emotional revelation or fall prey to tragedy or succeed in their goals. And I just called these stories things, but that's only partially true, isn't it? Because when a game or an album or a book or a movie or anything like that really resonates with you, it becomes more than just some static thing. If you're the creative sort, maybe it fills you with inspiration to carry forth into your own works. If you're going through a rough patch, maybe the lessons imparted give you license to look at your own situation from a new perspective. Maybe it's as simple as providing a valuable outlet to escape to after a long day at work. Or maybe you come to see yourself in certain characters and find yourself deeply emotionally invested in their struggles. And when things like that happen, these games and films and music and stories become bigger on the inside. And that's why analyzing and digging deeper into these works can be so important for us, because it gives us an outlet to enrich our appreciation of the work, the world in it, the mechanics that make it all come together, and those little details that really make it shine. And it can happen with anything. Whether you're watching things get blown up in space, or probing the complexities of the human condition, or doing both at once, and don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do both at once. We're in this to be taken and shaken and moved, and that makes us want to dig deeper. But that doesn't mean everything we consume is perfect, of course not. But when a work really fails to live up to what it should have been, when a work really lets us down on a deep personal level, we have a choice. We can just grumble and stew about it, or we can think about what went wrong and take lessons from it. I suppose this is more relevant for creators, but we can learn just as much from failed works as we can from ones that hit the mark. We just need to know the right places to dig. And meta creators have parlayed their criticisms of bad movies and bad games into web shows that have entertained millions, and in their own roundabout way, provided fellow creators with useful tips on how not to make a thing. It just goes to show you the circle of inspiration that can come even when the source material isn't that great. And I want to preface this next bit by stating that I am not calling out anyone in particular. But there's something you're not going to see on this channel, and that's bitching and moaning for the sake of it. That kind of shit just drains my inspiration to no good ends. If I'm criticizing something, I'm going to try and put a constructive spin on it. If there's a guiding ethos to these videos going forward, we're here making and watching videos to have fun, but we're also digging at something more. I want this channel to be a place where we can propagate cool ideas about the media we love, and I hope that brings the cycle of inspiration right back round. And I'll be real with you, as an author I'm vacuuming up inspiration sources around the clock, or at least trying to, and a channel like this is another way of touching base with those inspirations, because my life would look very different creatively speaking if not for the impact that video games had on me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I sincerely hope you'll be getting something out of this too, even just simple enjoyment, because it's coming from a place where I'm getting something out of it too. So this is my challenge to you. What games have made a real, honest impact in your life? You didn't just enjoy playing through them, they really helped you in some way or inspired you in some way. Let me know in the comments below. It doesn't have to have completely turned your world upside down, anything works. And the more I think about it, that's what I want the ethos of this channel to be going forward. We're discussing and we're analyzing, but we're also taking inspiration, and maybe if I'm very lucky, possibly even giving it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.